Hi foodies, let's make some lovely coconut hops so we can enjoy with some bread and cheese. Come on in, let's get started. Hi foodies, Jenny here. So let's make some lovely coconut hops bread. Quick and easy, who don't like a nice hops bread with some butter and cheese? So let's get started. So in my bowl here I have 2 3/4 cups of flour. This here is a tanzong, as how you would say a starter. This is what the Chinese or the Japanese would use. So this is just 1/4 cup of flour and 1/4 cup of milk. So that 1/4 cup now will make this even 3 cups of flour. So you cannot overdo it. Now this is what the measurement is. So please don't make the starter and then add 3 cups of flour. So that looks marvelous. So here I have 1 teaspoon of cooking, or if you have Crisco shortening, you could add that in there. In goes some sugar. And I have here salt. Let's mix this together because you know yeast and salt is 2 enemies. And while I'm at it, I want to shout out to Acna Diagnostic. Andy, how are you, Andy? Great guy, helped me so much with my orchid plants. I want to shout out to him. My dear foodies, all of you who have those little backyard gardening, you could follow him on Facebook. Acna Diagnostic. He will help you with a lot of your plants and the problems you're having there. And we will do the planting there, and then we come to Jenny's work and we'll do all those lovely recipes. How does that sound? So in goes 1 pack of yeast and 1 pack of grated coconut. You could use fresh or you could use the ones in the pack. Well, I'm not so lucky like Andy. Andy have all those lovely coconut trees at the back of his house. He have those lovely dry nuts. So you could just grate that up and add it in there. So this looks marvelous. So now let's add water. I want a light airy bread, so I'm using water. And if you want a thick heavy bread, you're going to be using milk. I'm not using that. I want a nice airy coconut hops bread. So let me put my warm water in and slowly bring this dough together. So there you go, foodies. Everything came together really beautiful. So the water measurement will be different mine from yours because every flour have its different texture. So this came together very lovely. I do not want to knead it anymore. Just bring it together and let us let this rest here for a good 5 minutes. Have been 5 minutes, so we just want to dust that surface a very little bit, and there is that dough. Let's just take that dough out. So now is kneading time. So I have here a piece. Let me open this up first before I put that butter that we showed to you. There you go. So we're going to knead this butter into the flour. Now it's going to look messy, but trust me, by doing this method, kneading the butter at this stage, it's going to give you a beautiful, soft, light, airy bread. So let me go ahead, just pinch into it, mash into it. Don't worry, it's a messy situation, but I promise you it's going to be smooth and it'll give you great results. So let me continue. So there you go, foodies. Look at that, how smooth and nice. Just pull and stretch, just like so. And this is going to help all that gluten form and you get a beautiful bread. So it have been 7 minutes now. It all came together beautiful. So what you're going to do, you're going to bring it together just like so. That looks nice. Now it's rough because you have a lot of coconut in there. And just spray your bowl and drop it right in there. Longer you leave this is better. So you know what? I have a lot of time in my hands. So this is going to get a good rest in here for 2 hours. Lovely coconut hops bread from Jenny's Walk. My pan is all spray and nice. So let's just spray the countertop a little bit. So now let's take a look. Wow, look at that. 2 hours. Just grease my hand a little bit. And now let's just pour it on that greased surface. Deflate. That's all you're doing. That looks marvelous. And now let's just make our cuts. And we're going to make our, there you go, our hops bread. Let's see what size. I do not want to make them too big. So this is all you're going to do. Cut them in 2. Let's just cut all of them up. Marvelous. Just get them all on the side and we're going to start rolling them out. So there you go. So what you want to do, just give them a little open out just like so. Roll them nice, just like so. And then you make your lovely little balls. There you go. That looks marvelous. And in your grease pan, we're going to place it right there. So let me finish up. So there you go, foodies. I got 8 lovely hops bread, coconut hops. So I'm going to let this rest for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to preheat the oven at 375. I'm now going to put a bowl of water where we could get some steam to go up into the bread. Steam at the bottom of the pan will help push the rolls up so it could start getting higher before it start baking a crust. So let this rest now for a good 45 minutes. Okay, my dear foodies, so it have been 25 minutes and our buns looks really nice. So I'm going to be brushing with water. You brush your buns with water when you want a crusty top, a little, little nice hard crusty top. You will use butter or oil if you want a nice smooth top. You will use an egg wash if you want a beautiful glaze brown top. You would use milk if you want a soft top. So it all depends what you want. Now, if you have a nice little spray, a spray bottle for the kitchen, you put your water in there and you give it a nice misty spray. That will be awesome. So let me just brush all of them nicely. I love the coconut smell in here. It smells so very high. I love this. So 2 things. You could decorate or you don't decorate. Now, only because I have these stuff, I'm going to be adding some toppings. So here I have some everything bagel, and this is just regular sesame seeds. So what you could do, we could sprinkle some. Why not? You don't have to, but because I have it, I want to do it. And this also have some salts on the everything bagel. So this is just the sesame seed. It needs a little more water so it could stick on there. There you go. And some more sesame seed on this one. Everything bagel. You will just pick this up in a dollar store. A nice little bottle. Looks like this. There you go. There you go. There you go. And you just pick that up and put it on. So this looks marvelous, and I already have my stove is already up to heat. The water is in the bottom. This needs a little more, little splash again. The water is in the bottom, so you know that water, as I mentioned to you, will help give it a nice little lift. This really looks beautiful. So let's put in our hops bread, coconut hops bread in the oven now. So there you go, foodies. Look at that beauty, and it smells so marvelous. So here I have now some melted butter, piping hot out of the oven. You can just give it a little brush. Now this is homemade, so there is no uniform size. If you want uniform size, just take out your kitchen scale and weigh each of your dough balls, and you will get a perfect. Each of them will be the same perfect size. But again, this is homemade. Homemade is the best. Big one for daddy, medium for mommy, and the small one for the kids. So let this just get a nice little cooling, and then we're going to do a lovely presentation. Hot hops, coconut hops here with butter and cheese. Okay, foodies, so it is very much cool now, so I want to break them out, and let's just put them. Look at that lovely color, and I'm going to break one open. I can't wait. Oof, it's a little bit hot. Lovely coconut hops bread, and the smell of that coconut, wow, just fills the air. Look at that beauty. Very beautiful, isn't it? Let's put another one there. And now I want to cut into one of this bread. Ooh. So I'm going to put it into my little pot holder here, and let's give it a nice little cut. And I want to show to you, look at that beauty. Look at that pillow soft. And let's put some butter, yep, while it's still very hot, and let it just melt away into that bread. I want to try this bread with a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea, cocoa, chocolate, whatever have you. And you know, Granny used to make bread, and that used to be for our breakfast or to take to school. I don't have any Trini cheese. I just have some sharp cheddar over here. And you all know how we like a little hot sauce. Bread and cheese with some hot sauce. Oh, wow, look at that. Bring back so much memories. Leave me a comment how many of you remember this. Nice, lovely color. You could let it get a little more brown if you wish. And there you go. Hot coconut hops here from Jenny's Walk. Oh, wow. Soft. Lovely coconut taste I'm getting there. Very, very pillow soft. It's delightful. So give it a try, my dear foodies. Coconut hops from Jenny's Walk. Always bringing great flavors to the table. From my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.